today I'm going to be, or Jeff and I are going to do this together, but we're going to be prepping some of the vegetables we bought from Sam's, and also these apples. We've already eaten some of them, but we're going to do these apples as well. So we're going to do the bell peppers, the apples, carrots, some of the onions, and what else did I say? That might be all. Oh, I'm going to put the bagels away and show you how I do that. But I guess Jeff, he's already got the colander out. What are you fixing to do now? Which ones are you going to do first? Okay, so he's going to start washing, and I'll just go ahead and show y'all how I'm going to do the bagels so we can just get them out of the way. But also, we bought some little things from Dollar General. They were $3 a piece. Will you give me, well, you got dirty hands now. Dirty hands? Well, you touched the package. They're still wet because I just washed them. They're little covers to sit over your food so bugs and things won't get in them. And my thoughts are, because we have flies and all that stuff, if we go ahead and wash the apples, you know, things that can be washed, and we have them sitting on the counter, which I know some people put their apples in the refrigerator. We don't. We like them better on the counter. If we have them already washed, sitting on the counter with this over the top of it, you can still see them if it wasn't still wet, and bugs won't get in there like flies, because you know flies are everywhere, but it's made to where that flying insects can't get in, and they will be eaten easier and more, or whatever, I don't know, more readily available, and people won't have to do anything. They'll just grab the fruit and eat it. We're only going to do that to the things we can, though. So that's what this is for, and I'll show you how we're going to have that. I have a bowl that I'm going to try to use, and then air can still get to it too, but I don't know if that bowl might not be too big, but I'm not sure. And I don't think you can wash tomatoes ahead of time, but we always leave our tomatoes out because whenever you put them in the refrigerator, it takes some of the flavor away. That's why I never refrigerate my tomatoes unless they're cut. So I need to go check that about tomatoes, and I'll start with the bagels for y'all to show y'all that part. Okay, so I have never tried the bagels from Sam's before, so I really don't know how they are. But the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to take the bagels. Well, first of all, I'm going to get a piece of wax paper, and my countertop is clean. And I'm going to, oh, I got it a little bit too big, but it doesn't matter. And put the wax paper inside of the bag. It's a little large, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, what are you looking for? What kind of bowl? But there's big bowls down there. It's up to you, whatever you want to use. Alright, so I'm going to take them apart. Take the bagel apart. These are not cut all the way, it seems. And then I'm going to put the bottom side on one side of the wax paper and the top side on the other side of the wax paper. That way, that bagel is still together, but not together. Alright, and I'm just going to do that with all of them. And that's the way I put up my bagels. And so I can freeze them. And they're not stuck together. Now, I have put away bagels whole, just put them up in a packet like this, and you have to let them thaw out before you can ever, at least in my experience, you have to thaw them out before you can get them apart, so they're not as quick and easy. But if you do this and you're going to toast them in the morning, which I don't know how this would be if you didn't toast them, but the way I always toast mine. But if you're going to get them out and toast them in the morning, or whenever you eat a bagel, you just take them out like you would a waffle and just toast it. Alright, I'm going to leave 2 of them out. I can put 6 in here, but I just get another wax paper. But I'm going to leave 2 of them out for me to have in the next whenever. But the rest of these I'm going to put into the freezer like that. And I used to, where we used to live, there was a bread store. That's what I've always called it. It was a discount bread store, and I used to buy the Dave's Killer Bread bagels, and they were the best bagels. But I used to buy those, and I could buy several packs at a time and put them away and have me a lot of bagels just ready for me to have them whenever I wanted them in the freezer, because I wouldn't eat them every day anyways. So these two I'm just going to put in the bread box, and these four I'm going to put in the freezer. Okay, so Jeff has all the carrots washed, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to put some in the refrigerator for us to eat the next week or so, fresh, and the others I'm going to put in the freezer. Now, if you put these in the freezer, you're not going to want to take these out and just snack on them. They won't be good. But you can use them in different things you're cooking, because the texture changes once you put them in the freezer. So any that we want to keep out to have just to snack, or for salad, or for whatever, we're going to leave. If we're going to eat them raw, we're going to leave them in the refrigerator. The rest of them we'll put away. So I need to figure out, what size do we want to use, Jeffrey? This bigger one? Well, we'll see how many I can get in that and go from there. But I'm just gonna cut off the ends and then cut them about like that, maybe. And then the bigger pieces, the ends that are bigger, I'll just cut them like that. What are you doing? He's over there washing. He's already just washed the apples. He's got these washed and dried, and we're going to keep them in this bowl, and we're going to have it sitting over here with that thing over it. We just got to figure out exactly where we want it, and we got to let it dry too. But he's got that ready to go. So the apples are finished. Ooh, I almost lost my carrots. This one is so big, I'm going to cut it down one more time. And he's washing the bell peppers now, isn't that right? Yeah. Soak them some water? Is that what you said? Anyway, he's going to get those washed up. And I'm going to keep one of them whole in the refrigerator, and the others I'm going to have one cut up in the refrigerator, and the rest of them I'm going to cut in half and put in the freezer in a big gallon-sized bag, so that we can have those whenever we want them. But the rest of the carrots, I'm just going to keep doing like this. I better make sure, oh, I got to cut some of them a little bit smaller, or I'll put the shorter ones on this side, because I got them a little bit long, some of them. The ones that'll fit over here, I'll put over here. The rest of them I'll have to make sure I cut some the right size to fit in there. But anyway, I'm just going to continue cutting, but I'm going to just speed it up and let y'all listen to some music. And I'll probably just go ahead and cut the bell peppers as well, with the music playing, because it's just the same old thing that I've done before, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty easy to do. You just cut them up and have it all ready for you, so that whenever you start to cook throughout the week, you have less to do, or some of this will last longer than a week. Alright, I think that's enough for the refrigerator. And I'll just stick this in the refrigerator like that. And the rest of them I'm going to put into like Ziploc bags like this. I'll show you one of them. Well, I'll show you the way I'm going to do two different ones. Because I'm going to do two different bags. But some I'm just going to leave about that size. I'm gonna cut this one down a little bit more. I don't think I need to do any smaller right now, but sometimes I do them in rounds, like I'll cut them about like that, but I don't need any that size right now, so I'm just gonna do them all like the ones right here. So I'll just let y'all watch and listen to some music, and I'm gonna eat this.
Let your lips do all the talking while I'm hearing my thoughts. Pillow talking my thoughts. Pillow talking my thoughts. Some days I hold you to my chest, and all you hear is my hollow mess. My hollow mess. Yeah, this is enough, enough, enough for me to break. I'm losing my grip on all the words you used to say. Something about this feels enough to walk away. Yeah, this is enough. Yeah, this is enough, enough, enough for me to break. I'm losing my grip on all the words you used to say. Something about this feels enough to walk away. Yeah, this is enough, enough, enough. This liquor talk got me slurring all of my words. Pillow talk and my thoughts got me in my walls. But I don't wanna feel like this no more. You're just a reminder of what I had before. And even if I fall into the same mistakes, you call it relapse, but it's in my nature, babe. Don't get lost in me, just try to change your pace. Don't get lost in me, trying to find your place. I've been navigating the lows, patiently looking for light. I want to let me.
Okay, so one thing I forgot to get was some celery. I didn't get any of that, but I got 2.5 quarts plus these from the carrots. That was a 5-pound bag, was it? So that's how much carrots we got. Sometimes some people put water in this so that it doesn't discolor. I don't do that. I don't worry about a little bit of discoloration. I just let it go. But these I just put in the freezer. And now I'm going to do the peppers. But I did want to say, whenever I take these out of the freezer to cook with them, they normally don't stick together. And the bell peppers don't either. I wanted to let y'all know that. And I did check out the tomato part. You can't, well, you could pre-wash them, but it's not a good idea. Okay, so Jeff already has the grapes. So I have this. And he's already got them washed and everything. And I'm just going to put them in here. This is too big. The other one's too little. They don't seal. It'll be alright. We'll just put them in here. Is there anything else we can put in beside them? That one don't look good. Here, hold on. Let me put the... I just dropped a grape. That's sadness. Put the divider in there, and if there's something else we decide to put in there, we can. And if we don't, it'll be all right. That's upside down. There's the grapes done.
Please let me go. Why won't you let us go? Like a moth to a flame. You pull me in so fast, but I know that this can't last. 'Cause I am enough. 'Cause I am enough. I'm enough. 'Cause I am enough. Yeah, this is enough, enough, enough for me to break. I'm losing my grip on all the words you used to say. Something about this feels enough to walk away.
Okay, so I have 2 of the gallon size bags that are halves. Then I've got 1 quart size bag that's like strips that are kind of like this. And then I've got this. Plus, Jeff is eating half of a, well, he's not finished with it, half of a bell pepper in his salad that he's making himself. I had a bagel earlier, and I do like the Sam's bagels. So, there you go. I didn't know we had that, or I wouldn't have bought the other. How much? It's not even been open. We already had some ranch dressing, and I didn't even remember it. All right, was there anything else we're doing?
One of the things here was onion.
Oh, the onion. Okay, let me talk about the onion. Okay, so the onion, I want to talk about it. Can you put these 2 in the freezer? Oh, no, these 3, and this one in the refrigerator. The onion, we're gonna do it, but we're gonna wait until tomorrow because we're doing this on Sunday afternoon between church services. So I don't want to get into the onion right now, and I remember that I need to do garlic too. So I'm gonna do that. No, that's freezer.
What's on the freezer?
These 3 are freezer, and that's just refrigerator. I didn't leave one whole. Oh well. Those we can just put in there. But the onions and the garlic I'll do tomorrow, and I will just add it to this video, but we'll just be wearing different clothes and whatever, it's fine. And let's see, that's all, right? That's all of the things. You'll be here tomorrow too.
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. Okay.
I think that's all we're gonna prep, like prep ahead. But if there's more, I'll just add it whenever I add the onions and garlic. But yeah, so I'll be back, or we'll be back, or somebody will be back. I forgot to show y'all that. That's the way it's gonna be for now, unless I can find a, well, I want to try to find a bowl that will fit under here, that will work for our fruit bowl that's bigger than that, because if we have other kind of fruit, it won't be enough. That's just one of our regular bowls, but that'll work for now. And we can just grab the apple. We'll just pick this up, grab the apple, and have it, which I did buy 2 of these because you can use them for like picnics and all kinds of other things too, not just for this purpose. So all right, I'll be back, or we'll be back. Somebody will be back. Okay guys, we're now going to put some cut up some of the onions to store them in the freezer, because we bought those big bags of onions from Sam's. The ones I'm cutting up first are ones that we already had, so I'm doing the older ones first. And then I'm probably going to do some of those others, because I'm not going to do all of them because I like fresh onions. But these will be for me to be able to take out and cook and things like that. Jeff is cleaning out the sink because he's going to go ahead. Are you going to go ahead and cut the watermelon up?
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to go ahead and cut the watermelon up. We're not going to show you him doing that, but we'll show you how we put it up for us to eat this week. But I'll show you how I'm going to do a couple of these onions, how I'm going to have them, or how I'm going to cut them to put them in the freezer. And put this closer to the edge. But anyways, how I'm going to prep them for the freezer, and then we'll go on to just letting y'all watch and me speed through, I guess, and letting y'all listen to some music, because it'll get boring to just watch the whole thing over and over again. Jeff, what were you talking about doing some in like wedges?
I don't know if you do like slices or...
I normally do slices and chopped up, because if I do them in wedges, I'd have to cut them again. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if there was some specific reason you wanted them like that.
Just like if you're doing like how you put them in the fall favorite onion and roast and stuff.
I might do a couple like that, but I usually just do them fresh. But I'm just going to cut them up into where they do that. Now, I'm not going to take them apart because they'll just fall apart. I actually was going to get a bowl and just put them all in it and go from there, but I don't know. I may just grab my little bag doodads. But I'm going to take some and do them like this, slices. And I can take that out and put it into different things. Then I'm going to take some of them. I'll show you how I'm going to do these ones. And I'm going to do the purple ones the same. Well, I'll probably just do them in slices. I probably won't do this what I'm fixing to do with this. Alright, so with this one, I'm just going to dice it up like that and stick it into another little bag. And whenever I want to use this, I'll just take it out and really? Does she not have food or something? She's got food. She just wants to scream at us. Anyways, when I want to use them, I just take out however much I want. I don't have to individually wrap these or put them in separate bags because they don't freeze like all bunched together. They come apart easily. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to where y'all just hear music and I can speed it up and y'all can just me not talking and the cat not screaming and you're not hearing the water in the background anymore. That kind of thing.
Baby, I got all this built up tension. You could cut it, giving me attention. Break me out my shell, spin our minds round like carousel. This all night I've been a fool, not giving this a chance. But I promise I got style, saving you a last dance. Pull me hard like the last cigarette without any regret. Let go, but my heart beats spark the light. I'm calling shots for the night. Yeah, let go. You follow my lead, take this one last dance for me, baby, please. Save one last dance for me tonight. Save one last dance for me tonight. Save me, save me, save me tonight. Save me, save me.
Okay, so my battery died and I didn't want to stop and wash my hands to get the onion off just to go swap the battery out, so I just went ahead and finished these up. You saw what I was doing. This is the two purple or red onions. They're purple. That's purple, but they're called red onions. That's them. And then that's all of the vidalias that I cut like that. And then I got some that are just chopped like that. So I'm not going to do any more onions, but I want to talk to you a little bit about why we do this. What I should have said is why I think it's a good idea, or some reasons why it would be a good idea to store your onions this way. Okay, so one is maybe you find a great deal on onions and you know you're not going to be able to use them all in time for, you know, before they ruin. So you store some of them, you keep some of them fresh. That's a good reason. Another reason is you buy in bulk. Like we bought a bunch of onions from Sam's, and I mean you can buy 50-pound bags of them. That's another reason why that I would say it would be good to store them this way so that they won't go bad. Another thing is because you see your onions are getting a little bit to that side that you don't want them to be on and you don't want them to waste, you can just go ahead and cut them up and freeze them if you're not going to use them before they go bad. That's a good reason. But another really good reason is they're convenient. It's just so simple to just take them out of the refrigerator or freezer, throw them in your pot and use them. You don't have to do anything else. And buying them already cut up at the grocery store in the freezer section is super expensive. So that's some of the reasons why we do this. It's for convenience. And yes, it took me a little bit of time to stand here and cut those up, but later on, when I maybe am in a hurry, I don't have to think about that. It's already done, and it's something that can speed up the process of my cooking. So that's why I do it. I could have went ahead and cut up some more, but I decided to just wait. If I find that we're not eating those onions fast enough, I will go ahead and cut up some more and stick them in the freezer, because I didn't have any in the freezer until I just did that. Just like the bell peppers, but I'm not going to do it today because we like to have them fresh better. They're really good in salads and whatever. It just takes a minute for me to cut them up, and I don't mind it. And this time I didn't cry one bit. I guess it's because it was the Vidalias and the red ones. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk to Jeff about how I'm going to do the garlic, because I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it right now. But I'm going to figure that out, and then I'll come back to tell y'all about that or share that part with you. Okay, so yesterday whenever we bought the, was it yesterday? It wasn't yesterday. Anyway, the other day whenever we bought the garlic from Sam's, we bought the big bag, and I did notice that there's quite a few of them that are kind of loose like this. They have the cloves are not tightly done like this. They're coming apart, let's put it that way. So some of these I'm going to just put back into the pantry. We'll use those first. They're tighter. The other ones here, I'm going to go ahead and just take them out and peel them. And this is going to be a tedious process, but I'm going to peel them and put them in the freezer, in a freezer bag. Well, I thought I had that loose because I was going to show y'all one. Oh goodness. Anyway, my plan is to get them peeled. Well, that one's got part of a friend, and I'm going to cut off that little end part. Let me find a bowl. I'll cut off the ends all at the end of it, but I'm going to go ahead and just let it speed through. I'm going to move these out of the way and let it speed through, and let y'all listen to some music while I peel garlic.
I got this feeling something's gonna change if we keep on moving along, right where we belong. Feel my heartbeat start the night. Take a step and just leave it all on the dance floor tonight. Yeah, let's go. Let my heart beat, spark the light. I'm calling shots for the night, baby. Yeah, let's go. You follow my lead, say this one last dance for me, baby, please. Yeah. Save one last dance for me tonight. Save one last dance for me tonight. Save me, save me, save me tonight. Save me, save me, save me tonight. Save me one last dance tonight. Save me one
Do what?
Go back and do it.
Okay, so I'm sitting here doing the garlic, And I just quit recording because it was just like the same thing over and over again. And then I kept remembering something I thought I had seen before, but I wasn't sure. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try it. Got me a little bowl. I took one of my garlic bunches and put it in here like I thought I had seen. I couldn't remember for sure if it was just, you know, something I'd actually seen or if I was just wishful thinking or something. So anyway, that no sense in a leaf being, or the whatever, paper or whatever being in there. So I took and did what I thought I had seen somebody do before. I don't know where I saw it. And I just took the whole clove, or the whole bunch of cloves, stuck it in there, closed it up, and just shook it like crazy. It's peeled. Now, not all of them are going to be peeled. You'll have to pick through and find the ones that are. Some of them will be partially peeled. But the ones that are not, you can just do it again. Just shake them up again. And you don't have to be tortured with peeling all these tiny little things like I was doing, like I always do. You can just do it fast, or faster. What's the word? I don't know. Faster than what I did do it. This one is partially peeled. I was going to say it seemed like the big ones did better than the small ones, which I might not have shaken it enough because I'm recording it, but that is the way I will peel big bunches of garlic from now on. I'm just going to put a lid on and shake them up. Oh, that one just looks like it's peeled, but it's not. That one is. I'll have to rinse them off, of course, because the little stuff is staying on them. And I'm also noticing that this garlic has a lot of bad spots. But anyway, I'm going to continue. There's your tip. Okay, so he has already done the watermelon. That's part of it. The other part he's already put in the refrigerator. It's a smaller bowl than this. And we did have a couple of bites. I think he probably had more than me. But anyway, it's really good. So there's the watermelon done. Okay, so now Jeff is over here cutting off the bad spots and the little ends off of these. And he's going to stick them in the colander so we can wash them afterwards. But I wanted to let y'all know what was going on. This little trick works pretty good, but you do have to do it a couple times with some of them. So, I think it probably has something to do with how many you have in the bowl. I don't know why I'm peeling this one like I am, because I don't have to, because I could just shake it again, but I guess I'm peeling it because I'm talking to y'all. But anyways, that's what's going on now, and I think this is the last thing we have to do for this. And I'll just, well, for this video anyways, and then I'll just freeze these and take them out whenever I need them later on, after the other ones are gone, the fresh ones that were in this bag. But I may at some point end up putting some of those in too, if they start doing like the ones I've been getting do, because every ones I've gotten locally have just gone bad fast. Faster than I've ever had garlic go bad. So, I don't know. But I'll be back to show you the end result of this. Okay, so we have these all peeled, cleaned up, like all the little ends cut off and all that stuff and the bad spots. And now I'm going to stick them in the freezer just like this. And whenever I need some, I just pull some out. If they get stuck together, you can just do that with a bag and they'll come loose. It's fine. I have seen some people, let me stop wiggling them. I've seen some people put them in ice trays, like go ahead and crush them and put them in ice trays and different things like that. There's a lot of good ways you can freeze them, but I prefer this way so that if I want a whole clove, like sometimes you put a whole clove like in little slits in a roast and stuff like that. I would rather have them like this to be ready for that kind of situation, so I can use them for anything, because I can easily crush this. So there's those. Okay, can it focus? I don't know. So that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching us do this prep to help us later on. And also buying the things in bulk helps save money. That thing. And we can have it here at the house, and we don't have to go to stores as much. And that's another thing that saves money. You don't have to go to a store, because usually if I go to a store, I'm going to buy more than what I actually went in for. But that is all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. If you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you save money, what you buy in bulk, if you buy anything in bulk, and how you prep things if you do. If you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well, and I'll add you to my list. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.